Hello, everyone. It's always great to get to bring to you some updates and things going on around Roane State Community College. And I'm really excited that for this video update, we get to start with our wrap up of commencement. The most important event at Roane State Community College, celebrating our graduates during our time of commencement. And as you know, we've had to change plans not once, but twice. From the original commencement plans to what we thought was going to be a scaled back multiple commencement event opportunity that then had to change to the drive-through event, which is what we got to enjoy this past weekend. And so thank you to the commencement committee for those multiple changes and for just a super event for our students. Thank you to the committee. Thank you, Amy Keeling, who chaired the committee, really got us going, made those plans all work. Super job, Amy. Thanks so much to you. And thank you to everyone who volunteered and who participated. Again, commencement is what it's all about. The most important thing that we do as a college is gather together for commencement. So thank you to everyone who came and made it very special to our graduates. I have to mention that on Saturday some bad weather came through and our tent, even though it was a very sturdy tent, had some damage. And so many thanks to David Webb, our maintenance and ground supervisor, and several of his staff and others who very quickly got the tent back in sound shape so that we could safely be under it. Super job. Just reflects everybody just kind of diving in at the, whatever opportunity is needed to again make this work for our graduates. And so most of all, to our graduates, our sincere congratulations to you. We're so very proud of all of you, whether you got to come and be a part of those that ceremony, the commencement, or not. We are so proud of what you've done, and we really want you to stay in touch and let us know about the great things that you're doing. And because obviously not all of you could attend the drive-through commencement event, there is a virtual commencement ceremony video that is coming very soon and being worked on right now by Dr. Matt Waters. I have seen the first of it. It is extremely impressive and well done, no surprise. And it includes a presentation of an honorary degree to Mr. Jerry Hutchins Jr. We don't often have these, but we were pleased to be able to recognize Mr. Hutchins. He is an Oak Ridge native, a music legend who has served as band leader for Charlie Pride for decades. And so we were very pleased to get to honor him and recognize him. So again, many thanks to Dr. Matt Waters for creating that commencement video. It will be available very soon, so please look for the link for that commencement ceremony on video. So we complete commencement, and it's time to move on to the next C. So we need to start thinking very seriously about our convocation, and plans are well underway for convocation for this August in just a few short days. As we have said before, attendance is not required. Okay, attendance is not required. Normally, convocation is a time for the whole college to come together in one place, and for obvious reasons, we're not going to be doing it that way in August. But for a few of you, if you would like to attend in person, please contact the vice president in your area and let them know that, because we will have some limited seating for those who would like to do that. For the vast majority of you, what we're asking you to do is to please plan to tune in online August the 12th and participate virtually. All right, we will be streaming this event, and we want you to participate virtually for several reasons. In addition to the updates and important information that'll be shared by me, by Dr. Diane Ward, by Vice President Karen Bruner, some very special things. Number one, we're hoping to premiere the 50th anniversary video that Keith McDaniel has been working on. Putting the last finishing touches on it and looking for some important photos to go into the film during key times. And if we're able to put all that together, and we'll know by the end of this week if that's going to be possible, then again, we hope to premiere that as a part of convocation. So knock on wood, we'll be able to do that. In addition, there'll be a special time to celebrate and kind of kick off our 50th anniversary with some reminiscing with former Roan State presidents, Drs. Dunbar, Dr. McCamey, and Dr. Goff. So again, look for more information about Convocation. The vast majority of you will be watching that online, and so look for the link and information on how to tune into that August 12th. Which brings us then to getting ready for the fall semester. This is the final week of our 4-day summer schedule. We will be back to the college's regular schedule August 3rd. And what we're talking about there is the college's open hours. That does not mean that everyone is going to return to campus August 3rd. In fact, just the opposite. It, again, means that the college is returning to regular operating hours. But what we're talking about here is that essential personnel will return to campus, making preparations again for the fall semester, but all employees who can continue to work from home will do so. If you have questions, wondering sort of what category you fall within, whether to report, not report, again, please check with your supervisor about that. The fewer folks that we have on campus at one time is a good thing. It's the safest thing. So for those who are coming to campus and for those who will be coming to campus even intermittently, remember there's some absolute requirements. Face coverings are required along with physical distancing, obviously, and the daily online wellness screenings that you must complete before you come onto campus. So please remember that. There's a great link on the Roan State homepage, to take you to the wellness screening. Now, obviously, there are many more additional guidelines that are being finalized regarding the opening of Roan State for the fall semester, whether in person or whether online. Those are going to be made available very shortly. You've got great teams of individuals, faculty, staff who are working on those. And I must mention a particular thanks to Tamsin Miller, members of those various teams, for putting these plans together. So again, look for those very, very, very soon. Let me talk to the students for a moment regarding fall classes. Students, if you've not already done so, now is the absolute time to enroll and to register for classes. Some of you have yet to enroll. Some of you have enrolled and are yet to register. Now is the time to make that happen. Depending on the program and the campus that you're planning to attend, there are both online and in-person course options available. In order for you to get the schedule that you prefer, now is the time for you to register. Also, the August 1st deadline is what we call our priority deadline for admissions, records, and financial aid. If students complete all of your outstanding requirements by August 1st, then we'll have everything ready for you by the start of fall classes. There are things that may come up, particularly in the way of financial aid, that take some time for review, and sometimes those are things out of our hands. So please be sure to get everything done by August the 1st, and that way we can rest assured that you will be ready to go when fall classes start. Speaking of fall classes, just this past week or so, in order to further reduce the number of people who are going to be on campus, particularly during high traffic times, some additional classes have been moved to online or Zoom delivery. Now, these classes are mainly in the social sciences and humanities divisions, with a few others. Students, you may have already heard from your instructor about whether or not any of your classes have transitioned from in-person to one of these other delivery methods. In other words, if you're impacted by this. So please keep watching your Roan State email for updates, because it may be possible that a course that you signed up for to be delivered in person may have migrated to another delivery method. So again, watch your Roan State email for that. Regarding plans, faculty, staff, we know there are lots of questions. That's understandable. We absolutely get it. We have questions too that we pass along to the board and to the health department. So there are some different ways for you to get information. We've talked several times about the very good coronavirus FAQ on the Roan State webpage. Please check it regularly for updates. Please also consider attending the counseling department's Zoom session each Wednesday, because there's a period of time in those that the counseling department's gracious enough to give to senior staff to give updates, and we're grateful for that opportunity. You can also submit questions to questions@roanstate.edu. We're glad for you to do that. And we're adding another opportunity, a very important one. There's going to be an opportunity this week for you to ask questions with TBR Associate General Counsel Beth Martin. She's the TBR attorney assigned to Roan State Community College. And that's going to be happening this Thursday, July 30th, and that's going to happen at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. So again, Beth Martin is going to be making herself available for a Q&A by way of Zoom. Details about how to log on to that will be coming out to faculty and staff very soon, but that is this Thursday, July 30th, and that'll be at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. So all faculty, all staff who may have questions, please plan to log on, and there'll be a way for you to interact with General Counsel Martin and ask questions and get those answered. So again, this Thursday, 11 o'clock Eastern for that Zoom session. Let me wrap up by telling you about another great event that happened last week. Our first equity evening was held. I want to thank Vice President Karen Bruner, Dean of Students Lisa Stephenson, and so many others who made that evening possible. This was an excellent meeting between students, staff, faculty, community members were there. I want to thank everyone who took part on this conversation, this first conversation, for the great ideas for action that we can take moving forward. Plans will be made very soon for our next meeting, for this next opportunity. So please keep tuning in for information there. But just many, many thanks to such a great conversation, so many great ideas generated last week. Thank you for all that you do. Again, these are uncertain times, scary times for all of us, but yet you keep being right there at the forefront of making sure that Roan State delivers quality education for our students. Thank you for that. Thank you, as always, to Dr. Matt Waters, to Sarah Self, who make these videos possible. Appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you have a great week.